What's going on, everybody? It's Cody and welcome. This unboxing is for the Corsair Raptor K50 membrane gaming keyboard. Keep in mind that it is not mechanical, as I thought it was going to be one. Then I remembered that when I got my brother the same board, we came to discover it was not mechanical, but that's fine. For what I do, this one should be just fine. And if I really need another one in the future, hey Corsair, sponsor me so I can get another keyboard. Anyway, just in the box, what it will tell you is that it has 16.8 million color combination backlighting, which basically means you can make this stuff glow any damn way you want. You can, and I've already opened the box, obviously. I mean, I couldn't wait. So yeah, we've got macro functions, and I will cover all this stuff on the keyboard in a second. But we have a soft touch wrist rest. See, that one's a tongue twister. Anyway, what that looks like, it looks pretty much exactly like this. It's a soft touch, but it's still marginally hard plastic. It's not flimsy. I mean, I'm having to use a little bit of force on it, but it's not like it's going to break. And watch it snap when I said it. No, it's not going to break though. It's got micro pores, which I don't know if you can see. If I turn it to the light, there you go. You can see the little bitty little contacts it's got, which is good because I'd rather it not be cloth, because cloth just basically is a welcoming area for bacteria and all that kind of stuff, and you don't want that when you're gaming, because you know there's no telling what's going to happen to you if you sit there and stick your finger in your eye or something, you know, like some people tend to do. I'm not one, but shut up. Anyway, the wrist rest aside, the box also came with another box. It came with the warranty card, and it came with this, that, and the other for warranty, replacement plans, all that kind of good stuff. So what you are here for is my opinions and whatnot of the motherboard. So let us get started. What we got is, it's actually a very nice board, assuming that it's only like $100 board. I paid like $110, I believe it was, today at my local micro center. It cost me about $110 to purchase the motherboard and have it put on a 2-year plan to replace it. It costs like $10, so you know, what's $10? Nothing. Anyway, the things you're going to need. You're going to need a powered USB hub on your computer. You're going to need at least 2 ports, because this puppy takes 2 cables to power the sumbitch. So you've got, I'm sacrificing one of my USB 2.0 ports on my Avia keyboard that I've been using for the last year or so. But this one right here is actually supposed to be able, it might actually be able to charge my phone better than my Avia keyboard, because it's a powered USB instead of just a standard low voltage. So this is at least a 500 milliamp, which is pretty good, assuming that it charges electronics, so that's good. The cable's probably about 4 or 5 feet long, I would say, but this might actually pose a problem eventually, because I do certain things involving hubs and whatnot, but I can probably work around that, so that's not too big of a deal. It's not a deal breaker in any way. Anyway, so what we got? We've got a mostly plastic keyboard. As it says, it is a Raptor K50 keyboard, and keep in mind I might actually go up and trade up to the 70. I'm not entirely sure yet, because the 70 is smaller, doesn't have as many macro buttons, which I really don't need, but I'll keep you guys posted if I do change my mind. But let's say we got 4 feet for some reason. 1, 2, 3, 4 rubber pads all across the board on the 4 sides here. 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, that whole deal. Board's actually very solid. Has a brushed aluminum body around it. Well, for the most part, it's brushed aluminum. This whole thing is brushed aluminum, and you can hear it. It makes metal sound, so it is obviously made of metal. It's got what looks like torque screws holding it down, which is pretty cool. It's got your multimedia buttons right Get your multimedia buttons right here. You got your brightness control switches. You have your mute switch. You have your audio dimmer switch right here, which basically means up, down, you know, like on a scroll wheel. But yeah, your multimedia buttons are there. If you're into MMOs, like my brother and a friend of ours plays Terra, League, Dota, all those kind of games. Anyway, you got your memory recall switch right here. You got your macro reset. Rather, not memory recall. This isn't a fucking TI-82. Ooh. Anyway, we got macro function 1, 2, and 3. And there's 18 G keys, which is macro keys. We have a win lock button, which basically means this annoying as hell little button right here will not knock you out of a gaming session, which is a very, very nice, and it is a staple of any gaming keyboard. No keyboard should not have this. Like, there's no keyboard out there that has any reason at all not to have this button. This button should be on every single keyboard on the planet. There is no reason for it not to be. Even my Avia keyboard, which costs like $20 cheaper than this one, has this button. There's no excuse for not having this button. Anybody that buys a keyboard without this button, it doesn't matter if you're a gamer or not, this button should be available on all keyboards. I'll say that again. No, I won't. Okay, so it's got discolored WASD keys, which basically means it's supposed to make it easier to see. The diagonal buttons, the directional buttons, you know, basically the same thing as these. They're also they're a kind of a painted plastic silver, which isn't a bad coloration because it kind of goes with the brushed aluminum, but it's mostly supposed to help it stand out. So good job, Corsair. Let's see. Alright, so I guess with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and cut over to me showing you guys the thing functioning after I've got everything figured out how I'm going to get my keyboard to not hate me when I try to put it over here when I go to lay down and stuff, because that's how I sleep. I watch stuff when I watch anime and stuff when I go to sleep, so obviously I like to have my keyboard kind of close by. So I got it plugged in and turned on, obviously, and I was right. The longer of the two cables, I believe it is, yeah, the longer of the two cables is actually for the power USB connection to the motherboard. Right now I've got my mouse as always tethered to the motherboard, or not motherboard, damn it, the keyboard and mouse are tethered together, and that basically spells out that I had to use my extension dongles to make it to where my keyboard would be long enough for me to get it over to certain parts of my room, which I will remedy eventually whenever I go ahead and do a major overhaul of all my systems. Anyway, I figured what I'd do now is to give you guys an auditory feedback. Even though this is a membrane keyboard, I figured it would be nice for me to do that for you guys. So yeah, let me turn this down. Alright. Now, this isn't the most accurate of things, but I probably sound a little bit different right now. But anyway, the response should be thus. And that is for your D-pad, basically. Thank you. My brother is now Skyping me about his new gaming pad that he's bought that I might or might not do a video for eventually. Okay, so we've got, not bad. I mean, it's actually kind of springy for a not mechanical. I mean, this wishes it was mechanical. But like I said, I might get a G70 because I'm never going to really need this many macro buttons. So it's always one of those things. But yeah, okay, that's kind of cool. The macro buttons, they light up. Oh, and so does that. Cool. And keep in mind, okay, that right there means it's being programmed, ready to go. So I can actually program macros into, say, there, G1. I can program whatever I want. Anyway, that being said, I do not have any of the software installed to adjust the coloration, and I really don't see a need to do so right now. So anyway, guys, I believe I will adjust this back up to where it should be, duh, and I will go ahead and say my final statements. So yeah, guys, I thank you for checking out Corsair PC, and be sure to rate, like, favorite, comment, and subscribe, and share my content with the rest of your friends, family, and whoever else gives a damn about you. I at least care about you if you don't have any friends, so you've always got me. Yeah, anyway, be sure to disable ad block whenever you are not on, whenever you're on YouTube. Be sure to disable ad block. It helps everybody out a little bit, and 20-second videos are not going to kill anybody. So yeah, guys, that being said, I'm out of here. This is Cody Corsair PC signing off. You guys have a good one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.